Cincinnati, Ohio, Mother's Day action on the show. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs. Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes.
Here's a Pirates lineup now. Been a real struggle this year. They're at the very bottom of the league in on-base percentage, and of course when that's the case, other offensive categories follow suit. Singy.
Yeah, Boog, at times they come out early just to run the bases so that these guys won't forget in case they are able to break out and, you know, get some hits and run around. But yeah, in all seriousness, it's not a lot of fun when you're not getting on base, when you're not out there at least able to trade off. And a guy on second base, you get a knock, you drive him in, or you hit a double and you trade places with him. All that kind of stuff just keeps you excited about the game, and they just haven't been able to experience it very much.
One out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. And a ground ball to first. Encarnacion Strand takes it to the bag. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Brian Reynolds here. Reynolds, 30 years old now. And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over .325 in his last 10 games. First pitch misses. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wind and the pitch. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bucks go down quietly. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Great American Ballpark, and towing the slab in this one, Alex Wood. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's just out.
Hit weakly on the ground. Cruz throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting second.
Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Stuart Fairchild, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
On the ground to third, Hayes. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting third, no left fielder, Teoscar.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. And there's a ball. The wide to kick the pitch. That's smashed towards center. Palacios makes the play, and that is that. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the shortstop at the plate. O'Neal Cruz. And a pitch. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Well, we'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently. Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Next to hit, Henry Davis. That one's in there. And it's 0-1. One down, base is empty. Just missed. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. The tag out.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third. You feel pretty good about cutting that guy off and keeping him from getting a triple and getting an out.
Over Peguero. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And the 0-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. It falls in, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now it's going to be Edward Olivares. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove, and that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here in Cincinnati, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario. And the pitch. Check swing, and he held up. On the ground to third, Hayes. To first, leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Christian Encarnacion Strand digs in now. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Daniel Veoheen, the next to hit for the Reds. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Left-hand hitter waits. Bounce to third. Hayes toss to second, and that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We head on now to the top of the third. No score. Top half of the third inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Palacios. Lodolo back to work. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Yeah. Big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, one strike.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone. It's a ball and two strikes. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself, and one away in the top of the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
And next is the Pirates pitcher, Alex Wood. That one's in there. 0-1. Top of the third, no score. Got him swinging. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. Grounded out his first time up. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
On a line, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So digging in, Shepard. He's 0 for 1. Pitch misses. 1-0. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The pitch. Oh, nice stop at first. And that's a great play for the out.
Excellent stop right there. He wants to take it himself, waves the pitcher off, and continues to run into the dugout.
And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Allen. The pitch. That one missed. The shortstop takes the ball. That one finds the zone. 2 balls and a strike. And another ball. The lefty fires. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. And here it comes. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Here's Christian Pache. First pitch doesn't find the zone. At the belt and fires. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Allen aboard here at first with nobody out. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a ball popped up. And there's 1 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher.
So here's the Reds pitcher, Nick Lodolo.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Puts a bunt down. On the run, sends it over to first. On target. He got him. Nice play.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
So up next, Ellie De La Cruz. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. And that's outside. Ball 1.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Bounce to the right side and foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
And now the lefty fouled off. He was late. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the finale of this 4-game set. Up the middle, Figueroa slings to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Reds leave 1. Still no score. Out of the 4th, stepping in, Brian Reynolds.
Brian Reynolds.
Here comes a pitch. That's in there. 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Encarnacion Strand under it. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Cruz stands in here, takes ball one low. And a foul ball.
Oh, here's a deal not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Fourth inning underway, no score. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Now here is Henry Davis.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Out to short. Sends it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, and we are still scoreless. Bottom of the inning, down the number 2 hitter, Stuart Fairchild. As the lefty gets to work. In the air, right field. Olivares makes the play, and there's one down.
Now back, the left fielder, Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. Hernandez, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball. That's to third. Gathers and throws to first. And Hernandez is out.
The third baseman, Candelario.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. First time up, he grounded to third. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball 1. 2 outs. On the ground to short, Cruz. The throw to first. That is the inning. Reds down in order, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Liover Peguero. Lodolo back to work. Way high there. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Pirates just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. One away here in the 5th. Edward Olivares, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 1, popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground as he checked his swing. In plenty of time to first, and the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit, couldn't check his swing, and induces a nice little ground out.
Josh Palacios, the next Pirate to hit. And ball 1. Up and in, ball 2. late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
The 2-1.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Kicks and fires. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. Bucks go down quietly. Halfway through this one, still no score. Back here at Great American Ballpark, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Christian Encarnacion Strand. The pitch. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Well, these Reds, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
Kicks and deals. Now this is in the air down the line. It gets down, a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Daniel Veoheen. He hit into a double play his first time up. And a sac bunt here. Shepard takes it himself, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job out there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Nick Allen. Walked his first time. Moved to second, and he's back in on a dive. That one at the knees for a strike. On the ground. And it's just foul. That was close. 1 out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Ball 1 there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And here it comes.
Back outside.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Man at second. Ground ball to the right side. Steps on first for the out. Not in time. He's safe.
The right fielder, number 19, Christian Pache.
So 2 down now, and here is Christian Pache. He popped out his first time.
The pitcher, number 40,
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. And now the pitcher, Nick Lodolo.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Next pitch is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. And a count 1-2. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Reds strand a couple. 6th inning coming up. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back here in Cincinnati, top 6. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Alex Wood. And the pitch. Misses outside, and that's ball 1. Fought off foul. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Wouldn't chase that time.
Seems like it can be really hard at times for pitchers to throw the ball right down the middle. They're so used to working on the edges, but then you have a guy up like this. He can't hurt you. Just throw it down the middle.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman, Brian Hayes. Fouled off down the right side. The pitch. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Allen should have this one. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
That's down and in. Got him looking for the strikeout. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now, Stuart Fairchild.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
0-1's the count.
And now the lefty. This one high in the air to left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit for the Reds. There's a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. The line to kick the pitch. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 1-0.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Not even close there. 2-1.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The wind and the pitch. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Hernandez grabs it on the run.
Up next to the Pirates, the catcher,
and here is Henry Davis. 1 for 2. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Liover Peguero, the next Pirate to hit. And that's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Comes up empty.
Ahead or to the count. Sure, you got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
2 outs. Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th. Now at the plate, Jeimer Candelario. The pitch. Out towards right center field. Sizes this one up. Makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1.
the first baseman, number 33.
Now, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
Whips it across, and there are 2 outs.
Next for Cincinnati, the catcher, Daniel.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Daniel Veoheen. That's outside, and it's 1-0.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
On the ground to first, he takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Edward Olivares. Lodolo back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Ian Gibaut getting loose out there. Sims getting loose as well. That misses, and it's 1-1. Out in front and foul to the left side. And another ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the center fielder, Josh Palacios. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, number 19, looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Pache going back, pulls it in on the warning track. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. And we still have no score. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Marco Gonzalez.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Pinch hitter coming on, Jonathan India.
Looking for a spark to untie this game.
India.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Right through there for a strike. And fouled off. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
David Bell bringing on a pinch hitter. TJ Friedel. One out. The base is empty for him. In the air, left field, down the line, and it drops in. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Matt McClain.
Well, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
Now snap throw to first. Friedel back on a dive. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. At the belt and fires. Laser base hit. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Golden opportunity right here. That clips the zone, and that's strike one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And a pitch. Ground ball right side. Peguero throws to first, and there's two away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Stuart Fairchild will hit next.
And Boog, I'd say he's due. And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First offering, and it just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
2 on, 2 outs. That's towards center. Palacios settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Staying in the game on defense, Jonathan India taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Also into the ball game, TJ Friedel. He takes over in right. Now on the bump, Ian Jabot.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the Pirates leadoff man, Ke'Bryan Hayes. The wind of the pitch. Here's the strike, 95 of that one. And the right-hander deals. Hard hit, base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Everything came together for him. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Go-ahead run on base. Shepard now at the plate. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And the righty deals. Check swing. Did he go? No.
Oh, this guy's going to have to slow things down. There's no reason for him to even check swing on that pitch. It was never even close.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
That's ball 3.
The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Fired to second. On to first, double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Very high with that one. Ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That one finds the zone. Now 2-1. Good eye right there. O'Neal Cruz waits on deck for Pittsburgh. Two down, nobody on. That's in there, and that's strike 2. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Cruz in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Two outs. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He powers that one out of here. His 7th home run of the season. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Two runs across in the inning here in the finale of this 4-game set. Struck them out looking. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
For Pittsburgh, number 51, David Bednar.
In now for the Reds, Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch misses. Bednar, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, and occasionally works in a splitter. Next offering is down low. And that's a little high. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And there's the automatic. Next offering in there for a strike. 3-2 now.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Solo runner aboard to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And here is Jeimer Candelario. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That one ripped, but foul. Ball for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The tying run at the plate.
1 ball.
And that's in the dirt. And the count 1-2. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Tying run at the plate. Right side. Throws to first in time. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And here's the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Just missed. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of inning number 9. And another ball
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Man at second. Got him! And there's 2 away.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
So it's their last chance in this one. Daniel Veoheen, the next to hit for the Reds.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Ball 1, no strikes. Now a fly ball to right center. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Reds, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 31 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.